Good morning, YouTubers. My name is Amber and welcome to my next Project Pan update / Pan That Palette challenge. I have a lot in store for you guys. In fact, I want you to go on and be aware that I have several videos coming up to shop that stash. I went to Sephora the past weekend and I was completely inspired to go through my makeup, and I have found nail polish, lip gloss, lipstick, eye colors from Urban Decay, Buxom Shadow that actually will pair well for today's current trends. So I just wanted to put that out there. Stay tuned for those upcoming videos. If you are looking to start your own project pan and you're feeling a little overwhelmed, or if you just feel like you're stuck in a rut and you want to freshen up your routine. So like I said, I mean, it was just so much fun going through my stuff, and I have a lot to show you as far as my Project Pan update because I've made it through quite a bit of things. So let's go on and sit back, get your cup of coffee because we've got quite a bit to go through. And I wanted to thank you for the sweet encouragement along the way, all of you that are participating in Pan That Palette 2014. I was so incredibly motivated after Christine or Pink So Foxy put out the Make Out 2013 challenge that I just wanted to go on and continue that this year by finishing an eyeshadow palette. And so I will go on and link my original challenge if you would like to participate. It's never too late to go on and start because you're using up your stuff. So in any case, you can pick like a duo, a trio, a quad, or you can go big. Personally, I chose my Urban Decay Naked palette, but you can do whatever you want. Let's just take 2014 to finish a palette. So if you would like to participate in that, I would love to watch your videos and see your progress and see where your favorites lie. And that was my little segue. So let's go on and get into my updates. I started my Project Pan choosing things that are overly hyped on YouTube. All of those things that our favorite gurus or beauty YouTubers claim as their holy grail. And I love the accountability of finishing things, and I wanted to actually, I guess you could say I got a little frustrated at watching videos and people claim stuff as their holy grail and then they open it up and it looks like they haven't touched it. So these videos are all about finishing this stuff off. So I'm very, very excited. But before we get into it, I do have a tip that I want to share with you. If you are looking to Project Pan or you want drugstore alternatives for something, if you want a drugstore alternative to the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, go to Target, go to the feminine section where they have the coochie creams and condoms, all, you know, the fun stuff, I guess, you know, that you always get embarrassed about. But pick up the Monostat Chafing Relief Powder Gel. It is chub rub cream. Like if you get heat rash in the summer, you can use this to basically keep that area matte so it doesn't rub and sweat and get all icky and gross. But I swear to you, this is a phenomenal makeup primer. It is the exact same consistency as the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It has dimethicone in it, so it's very smooth on your face. It completely conceals your pores. It makes you matte. But there's something about this. The Smashbox Photo Finish Primer will make me break out after about a month of using it, whereas this does not. Is that weird? It looks a little strange when you open up your makeup bag and you have like chub rub gel to put on your face, but I promise you, it is an awesome makeup primer. It does the exact same thing as the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. You don't need to use a lot of this. And again, $5. Looks like this. Comes in a purple and blue box. It is awesome. It is the Monostat Anti-Chafing Gel. Do not put the yeast infection cream on your face. Like, you're on your own if you do that. But this is amazing if you use this. And I'm finishing up a couple of deluxe sample foundation primers, and I have some high-end foundation primers that I'm going to include in my Wear or Wait listed for the month of February. But this is awesome if you just want a cheap you know, get the job done primer. So let's go on into the things that I see overly hyped on YouTube. For the most part, I have finished my original Project Pan makeup. So everything I have now, I'm pretty much going to include in my Project Pan because all of it is stuff I hear constantly talked about. So the first thing that I have made some huge dents in is the MAC Fix Plus. I have been using this for 2 months. This is where I am. If you want your makeup to be bulletproof, what has worked for me is I spray this 8 to 10 inches away from my face just to moisturize. I do my face and my neck, and then I apply my foundation primer. I do my entire face, and then I go back in with the MAC Fix Plus when I'm completely done, mascara and all. Spritz 8 to 10 inches again. My makeup is bulletproof for all day long. I don't have to touch up if I'm going out to dinner, nothing. I mean, the only time I really like touch up is if I have like, if I'm going out with friends and usually like, you know, once a month we'll go out at like 8, 9 o'clock at night and, you know, then I'll touch up my makeup a little bit because I know it's got to last till like 11. But this is fantastic stuff. This is how I'm going to back to MAC things right now because I'll just have 6 of these. So awesome, awesome, awesome if you were looking for a way, because I know like with this winter weather, I mean here it's not cold, but if you guys are in snow and ice and all of that fun stuff, you're really going to be looking for a way to moisturize your skin. This is awesome, and the smell is not terrible, so I would give this a try. The next thing that I have been project panning is my, actually I won't worry about those. I'll just do those in empties. But if you're looking for a good drugstore foundation that you can project pan very quickly, I would bring out or purchase the CoverGirl Clean Whipped Cream Foundation. I'm in the color 320 or Creamy Natural. You can use this in a month. This is my third or fourth container of this, and all I do is I swipe my middle finger in. I warm it up between my fingers and I apply it to my face. I don't mess with the beauty blender. I don't mess with the brush. This is easier on your fingers. And I'm thinking, now that I've purchased 3 or 4 of these in a row, I'm ready to try something new. Like even if I really love something, I'm ready to move on for a while and I'll come back to this. So this is awesome if you want to try it though. And considering I think this was like $6 or $7 and it's a good full coverage foundation. Then I am project panning a deluxe sample size of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance in Candlelight. This came out of my Too Faced Bonbons palette last year. I'm just using it up. It's not a bad primer. It's a little too shimmery for me. I'd rather have something matte, but we'll go with it. This has already lasted me several months for deluxe samples, so if you can get your hands on the deluxe samples in your Beauty Point Perks or if you buy a palette or something, this is worth the value because, I mean, I still have this much to go. It's a little nuts. And then, my next finished product. I finished my very first Maybelline Color Tattoo, y'all. I'm so over the moon excited. I don't think I've ever seen anybody hit pan, much less finish, a Maybelline Color Tattoo on YouTube. But here it is. This was the color Bold Gold. It's gone. It's done. I can't even, like, I was speechless. The day I took the last swipe out of this, I was like, oh, it's gone. So there you go. That's all I had. So what I've done now, I'm still working on Too Cool. If you want to project pan, if you put these on your lid as a shadow base, and I just did my actual eyelid with this, it took me 7 months to finish this. So it will project pan really fast if you are looking to start somewhere. My Too Cool, it's taken me a little longer because I use that. I, you know, kind of lightly stamp it onto my brow bone and I stamp it into my inner corner. So it's taking me a little bit longer to use Too Cool, but I'll show you where I am with that. As you can see, I'm clearing out more of the sides. As you can, because I swipe my finger around the edge, so I'm making decent progress with this. I should finish this within probably the next update, so I'll keep you posted, don't worry. But there it is with the back of that. But I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Finishing the bottom of a color tattoo. So there's Too Cool. And what I have done is I was very inspired seeing a NARS eye duo in the color Habanera, which is a mint green and purple. It's not really a plum shade. Well, I guess it's kind of a plum, but it's like, it trends more purple for spring, because, I mean, you walk around the mall, you see mint in everything. You walk into Sephora, there's mint in most of the palettes on the market, like Kat Von D, I saw in Sephora palettes, Too Faced, Urban Decay. I mean, a lot of people are coming out with mint shadows, so I would suggest jumping on that bandwagon if you want to keep up with current trends. But I decided to Project Pan my Urban Decay stuff, even though I bought the NARS Duo, because the Urban Decay is older. But one of the things that I brought out is my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Icy Mint. If you have this, this is dynamite for the season. This is what it looks like. It goes on really, really patchy, but I figure since I'm using it as a shadow base, I don't really care. So it's a lovely mint green color. I'll show you very quickly. Like I said, it's kind of patchy, but it does the job. And I've gotten tons of compliments on the way my makeup looks. Like, as you can see, it's like a mint and purple. A mint and purple look. So, been working on that, and I'll show you. I've actually been going over the top of it. Bring out your your Urban Decay Book of Shadows 3 if you want to dupe the NARS Habanera. And I use the color Money. It's on the top right under the color Kush, but it's just a pretty icy mint green. I put this over the color tattoo, and that's been part of my current Project Pan look now that the bold gold is done. So I've been loving this. But stay tuned. Like I said, I've got Shop That Stash videos that I found tons of stuff that I am so looking forward to sharing with you guys. So let's go on to that Pan That Palette Challenge update with the Urban Decay Naked Palette. And I have made huge dents with this. Do not be afraid to Project Pan an Urban Decay palette. I know some of you have challenged yourself to Project Pan your Naked Basics palette, or you've picked one or two eyeshadows from other Urban Decay palettes, or you've picked other high-end things. Do not be afraid to use these. Once you break through that initial layer of eyeshadow, these go really fast. I have been shocked by how quickly these have gone. They're fabulous. They wear well. But like I said, like once you get into them, lots of powder, lots of fallout. So you're going to go through this a lot faster than you ever imagined. I promise you. But here's where I am. Actually, let me get out the empty real quick, because I did finish another thing out of there. This is just, I mean, my empties video is going to be like crazy because I've finished quite a bit. But as far as my Naked palette, I have finished Virgin. This was Skimp from Book of Shadows 4. When I finished Virgin, I subbed this in because the color is not spot on, but it's pretty close. And so I finished both of these, so that's the equivalent of 2 shadows. And then Sin, as you can see, I have already hit pan on that. If you watched my last video, I hadn't hit pan, so crazy. Then I use Naked and Buck together to fill in my brows. And I also use Naked as a transition color in my crease. I just kind of lay it down before I put my crease color on. And it makes it easier to blend out. I have finished Half Baked. And for my gold look, I subbed in, I'll show you. This is Cinnamon Sugar from the Too Faced Bonbons palette. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to do the gold look again this summer because I do have a Benefit blush I want to finish, and I want to keep working on Smog. I'm probably going to use Chaste from the 15th anniversary palette, Urban Decay, or I'm going to use Flow from the 15th anniversary palette if you're interested in a tutorial perhaps with that. So Half Baked is done. Smog, I'm over halfway done. As you can see, I cleared out the top portion within my last update, and now all I have left is this. So this will be gone this summer. Pretty excited about that. And then Dark Horse, like I told you, I only use this to line my lower lash line, and look at the progress we've got. They go really, really fast. I'm now working on Hustle. I use Hustle in my crease and to line my lower lash line with the color Money and that Icy Mint color tattoo. I've really, really been enjoying this, and you can already see I'm making kind of a well. And Hustle was not one of those colors that I wore a ton of before I started this project pan. So the progress that you see with this project pan is pretty much going to be from the start of this eyeshadow. Just FYI, so you can see how long it takes to finish. With Creep, I don't use this but to line my upper lash line. And look at that, I'm hit pan. These shadows are not as indestructible as we were all led to believe. So, like I said, do not be afraid to project pan an Urban Decay palette. If you chose your Naked Basics, you'll go through it pretty fast. And like with Stila shadows and things, like I'm going to sub in some shadows from my Stila in the Light palette, which is their version of Naked, once I finish Naked and Buck out of this palette. I may even sub in Kitten when I'm done with Sin. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but here's where I am on Pan That palette. And the longer I go with this, the less afraid I am of finishing it by December. Seriously, I really honestly do think that I can finish this by December 2014 for that Pan That Palette challenge. So highly suggest you come join me, because this is an eye-opening experience to make up this quickly through eyeshadows. So that is the Naked palette. And as far as bronzers, y'all, I finished another one. Remember that bronzer I told you, the Bare Minerals Ready bronzer that took me 18 months? Done. Done. I had my husband take me out to dinner when I finished this bronzer. And that could be totally ridiculous, but 18 months. So goodbye. I am not buying a Bare Minerals Ready bronzer for a while, because that was commitment. Let's be honest, any of the Bare Minerals products are commitment. And it's like one of my first update videos. I told you guys I used a brow powder, and I kid you not, I used it every day, 5 years to use that sucker. Ridiculous. So what I have interchanged instead for an all-over bronzer, I have been using the Sonia Kashuk Undetectable Cream Bronzer in Warm Tan. And I use this because it is comparable to the Chanel Bronzer Universal, but I like this because I can use it in about 8 weeks, and I really just felt like finishing something else off. So I brought this out. I use it on my Real Techniques buffing brush. I buff it over my cheeks, my temples, my forehead, my nose, under my chin. It's a good all-over bronzer for your face, and like I love this. It's $11 or $12 at Target. But I brought this out just because I wanted to finish something else. I wanted to keep the momentum going. For actual contouring, I brought out my deluxe sample of Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and I will keep you posted on the progress of this, because considering this is a sample size, this is a pretty decent amount of product. So I use it to contour my cheekbones. I go down the sides of my nose, do up in my temples, and then I do right under my chin. And this is simply for contouring, since it's a beautiful matte bronzer. So I'll keep you posted with that. Then as far as the rest of my face, I did purchase the NARS Translucent Crystal Powder. I will keep you posted on this because a lot of people are on the bandwagon. I like this. This is a definite wear if you wear it or waitlist it. It's a little cornstarchy when you put it on your face, but it does give a nice brightening effect. So I will keep you posted on my progress with this. And as far as my blush, I wanted to keep with the Pantone color of the universe in the Orchid Fuchsia Purple. And so I have combined these two colors. This is Tainted from the Urban Decay 15th Anniversary Palette. It's a bluish pink. I cannot wear this as an eyeshadow because it makes me look tired. So I thought the way I would use this is use it as a blush. And here is where I am with that. You can see that I'm already starting to clear out sides. So I should be finished with this within the next, I don't know, 2-3 months. We'll see. And I layer this directly on top. Like I dip my brush between the two powders, but I take a blush brush and I go into Tainted and then I dip it into NARS Sin and then I go back into Tainted Sin, and it just gives a nice defined cheekbone in an orchid purple. Sin is a beautiful plum color. It's a little too dark for me to wear most of the year, but with Tainted on top, it is the perfect orchid blush. If you want a dupe for the Marc Jacobs Blush and Outspoken, or I'm trying to think, Hourglass, one of the ambient blush colors looked like an orchid purple. I'm not going to buy it, so I don't know if it's going to be an exact dupe, but if you put Tainted directly on top of Sin, you get a beautiful orchid finish. So if you're looking to project pan, this has helped me to get through yet another blush since I finished NARS Orgasm in previous updates. And then as far as lip colors, I actually have a dupe to show you really quick. I was wearing my Maybelline Color Vivids in Hot Plum and the Revlon lip gloss in Sugar Violet in my purse. I have since moved my favorite CoverGirl lipstick in Embrace. It's this beautiful color. Well, actually, I'm wearing the dupe. But it's this beautiful orchid fuchsia purple. This is a gorgeous color to be wearing for spring. It makes your face look alive. It makes your teeth look white. Get your hands on this color. When I went to look for another tube of this at my grocery store and Target, they were all sold out. So congratulations to you if you were able to get your hands on this color, because it's amazing. And I top it with the Maybelline, I can't remember what these glosses are called. It comes in the long rectangular packaging, but this is in the gloss color Raspberry Reflections. It is gorgeous on top of this Embrace. Now, since I couldn't find Embrace, because I hate transferring lipsticks from my makeup drawer to my purse and vice versa, like I never remember, I get lost. So while I was in Ulta, I picked up Urban Decay's Revolutionary lipstick in the color Venom. I kind of gravitated towards that color anyway, and when I picked it up and put it on, I was like, it's the dupe for Embrace. So if you want the high-end dupe for CoverGirl Embrace, if you can't get your hands on it, Venom by Urban Decay is the exact same thing. And so what I've done is I keep my Urban Decay at home and I carry this combo in my purse because I reapply my lipstick during the day. And then if you want to get a gloss to go on top, I brought out the Buxom Cream Lip Gloss in Berry Blast. It gives a similar effect to Raspberry Reflections, even though it's a little bit more pink. But on top it looks very, very, actually I did that on top of, let's try that again. Okay. But it looks very similar to the Embrace and the Maybelline. So again, if you're looking to project pan, I wanted to find a reason to use my Buxom gloss again. And so when I found this dupe, I was like, all right, now I can use this. Keep these in my purse. I'm guaranteed to use all four. I didn't mind spending the money to buy the extra tube of lipstick because I'm still using old stuff. Like, that's what I wanted to, you know, make very clear to you guys. With my project pan, I'm not denying myself new makeup. But when I buy makeup, I buy it to complement whatever I'm currently doing, or I buy it to replace stuff. So when I show you things in a video, like, yes, I bought a new lipstick, but I'm using an old gloss and, you know, getting more wear out of these. So I do have some new makeup things that I'll show you, but again, like, stay tuned for the Shop That Stash videos when I go through, because I've done lots of homework for you guys. And that's it. That's it for my project pan updates. So, like I said, stay tuned. I've got trends with NARS with Shop That Stash, and I will give you not only the eyeshadow dupes, but nail polish, lip gloss, lipstick, the whole 9 yards. And then I was inspired walking around the drugstore, seeing like the new Maybelline shadows, and I found Urban Decay dupes from my books of shadow, and I've found blushes that will pair well, and lip looks, and nail polishes that go with that. So stay tuned for those upcoming videos, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye!